Hey gamers, we have an oldie but decently goodie here. A Final Fantasy TCG Rebellion's Call. This is also known as Opus 17, I believe. And yeah, so I decided to pick this up at one of my locals because they had this on hand, and just wanted to post some cards from the set and see what we can get. So we're gonna try to crack this open, and hopefully we'll find something good. I believe there's still like a box topper in this one. And so we're gonna see which one that is again, because I totally forgot. I feel like it might be like a Vinat or whatever. I'm not too sure. Um, so what's in this set? I honestly don't really remember so much. It's been like almost over 10 years now, because we're like on Opus. Well, actually no, not 10 years, but we're like 10 sets over this. So it's like what we're on what Opus 28 at the moment, something like that. Anyways, looks like we have the Noel from Final Fantasy 13. Hopefully we can get that looking pretty good here. Let's see, try to get that in focus. Sorry about the glare. It's like plastic wrappings around it. I think I might just keep it in the plastic though. Come on, like, and one day I'm gonna get the hang of this. All right. So there you go. It's in focus. We got Tukas Commando to forward. When he attacks, he does some crazy stuff where he like kind of removes himself from play and it comes back in the beginning of main phase one. And then he has like one of three effects. Choose a character of cost four or more, break it. If he deals damage, or when he enters, he deals damage to your opponent. Or he searches for one forward and add it to your hand. At damage 3, he has haste, so he's meant to have haste so that he could get his effects, or one of the three effects. And then, yeah, he does some pretty crazy stuff. You could also use him in what? I think you can use him in a Cat 13 deck with the 3 cost lightning, perhaps, to cheat him in. I don't know if you would get the effect that he has here because it's on attack. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I believe Judge Jared um, has created a video to talk about that lightning and how it reacts, or how it interacts with the snow. So um, yeah, go and watch his videos because they're great. They're awesome. Anyways, we have a lot of packs here to open. 36 of them, full booster packs, and we're gonna open them. Clearly, there's this Minwu that rarely ever sees play. Yeah, I believe he's also in the Legacy Collection set too. Just move that over here. So, is this like focusing well for you guys? Well, it will be, I guess, because I'm gonna be putting this a lot closer to your face. All right, so we're starting off with this Red 13 backup Playboy and a Warriors deck, mono fire deck, pretty solid. I have this Archer, never sees play. Thief, Laerte from Brave XVS. I don't know what this one does. Okay, when a character is put from a field into break zone, she gains 2k. Okay. We have our girl Ursula. Whenever she's blocked or is blocked, or yeah, when she blocks or is blocked, put a backup into the break zone and then give her a 4k. So she can be blocking for 12k. Um, yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, I do like my monk decks. If you don't know me, well, I love my monks. So there you go. Um, we have this monster, Yagudo. Enters, choose forward. Its power becomes 4,000. So it's just straight up flat 4,000. Here's our foil. We have a foil monk. Love it. Basically, can play a standard unit monk onto the field of 3 cost or less from the break zone. Um, or is it just maybe it's just a Earth Forward? Yeah. Just choose a job standard unit forward in the break zone. Add it to your hand. If it's an Earth Forward of cost 3 or less, put it onto field. You want to use this on your turn. So very cool. Oh dang, pretty good. Man in Black, solid card. It's a hero. You can actually get this pretty easily nowadays. Um, he's been reprinted a bunch of times. There's a full version, a full art version. Yeah, yeah, it's a good card. Very good with summon type of decks. In a Chark deck, we build like a lightning water Chark maybe, or lightning earth Chark. I think that's what I've seen in the past. It's pretty solid. Just get a Chark or get an arc back, have chaos around, and it just blow stuff up all the time, and people discard. It's disgusting. It's great. We have this white tiger. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Kwanmi um, does stuff. Your opponent has 3 cards or less in hand. She gets 2k brave, and then if your opponent has 1 card or less in hand, she cannot be broken. So not bad. I mean, not amazing either. Then these are rares. We have a Kraken, so we have the Chaos set here. So we'll see the other 3 Chaos forwards in the set alongside Chaos himself. And our girl Tifa, I actually like this card a lot. It's just a great EX burst. It's basically do 9,000 to a forward. She can become a forward because she's technically a backup. So you play her as a backup, but you can pay 2 fire CP and she becomes an AK, so she could be like a sneaky body on the field. So I think that's very cool. Anyways, so what's been going on? Let's talk about real life and stuff. July 4th happened over the weekend, and yeah, I'm just like spending my time hanging out with some friends, family, doing the holiday stuff with a day off because of Independence Day here in the States. Um, so not that I'm like patriotic or anything, but whatever. Anyways, that was a Quone. Spent too much time looking at that card just now, but it's a good card. We have Fencer, White Mage, Blue Mage. I think I've seen this in play a little bit. Choose a forward in your opponent's break zone, remove from game. Blue Mage power becomes the same as that forward's power until the end of turn. You can only use his ability once per turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of great 9Ks out there, and so this kind of copies that. So, very cool. And you gotta remove stuff from their break, so solid. Uh, Set of Clan Gully, choose a line character in your break zone, add it to your hand. This is the expert. It's just a solid backup to be playing. We have Edward, a huge staple in mono ice, I would say. Just removing cards from your opponent's break zone. You could just mess with their plans by you know messing with their Kusef targets, or I don't know what it's like playing the whole Cipher Raijin Fujin package too, so you can mess with their plans with that. So solid card. And if you have like Xenos, it's like even better. Force your opponent to discard as well. Scott enters the field. Yeah, there's a Scott. He's a Prince, category 2. Enters the field or put from the break zone. She's a forward at getting 3,000 damage to 3. When he's put into the break zone, you draw 2. It's okay. It's okay. We have Setzer. He's our foil, and he's a hero. There's the field. Name 1 card type. Then your opponent discards 1 card. If this discarded card is the named card type, you draw 1. So very cool. It's one of those gambling decks or gambling cards. I mean, he's a gambler, so you take a risk in order to get a draw. So I don't know, could be good. We got Mog 6. Hey, we could use more of these guys. Honestly, I think this is a good set for me to be opening up right now. I love Warriors too, so this is a good Mugo to have extra copies of. So yeah. And then we have Gargus. Your opponent loses 2,000 power for each poison counter on them at the beginning of the attack phase during each of your turns. Choose one for the opponent controls. Place one poison counter on it. So I remember playing this a little bit. It's an interesting card. Um, he's got an S. Basically, choose up to 2/4s. Place poison counters on them. Yeah, it's an interesting card for sure. Yugiri, it's a ninja EX. Basically, search for a card named Ninja or Job Ninja. Um, yeah, it's great for ninja decks. I play it on, in mine for like Lightning Wind. Yeah, I think you could go different colors too if you wanted. Elwyn, uh, yeah, I think I tried this out for a little bit just because it's got an EX burst. When he's performed the unit to break zone, you may put Owen on top of the owner's deck, but you only get that EX burst on damage 3. And if he is put into the damage zone, choose a 4, just break it. This ability may only be used as an EX burst, so basically you don't get this damage 3 effect if you're just playing him straight up, or if he dies, he has to go to the damage zone. So interesting card, kind of weird. I think there are better Elwyn cards, or Eowyn. I don't know how to pronounce that. I mean, there's no L in there, so it's just Eowyn. Ew. Anyways, here's a 6-cost CISO. Let's put this guy in focus just because this art's pretty cool. Basically, enters, draw a card. It's just, EX burst, 9k. It's alright, you know? He's a king in this, so this is from the After What Story? What sequel to Final Fantasy 14 or 4? God, stumbling my words here. Anyways, we got samurais here, so yeah. One other reason why I bought the set is because of the samurai cards here. I was helping a new player in our locals build a samurai deck, so I wanted to get some more samurais for my collection or as bulk to like build decks for new players. So I noticed that samurais is pretty good. It's decent. It's got board wipes. They're cost 3 stuff, so they can't be frozen by Axstar. It's, it's not terrible. It's an okay. It's just can't really do anything if Yuzuki's on the board. So yeah, it's rough. You got to play it like a Kuchaspa or something. Come on, focus. Yotsuyu. Is this good? Enters the field. Choose a forward. If your opponent doesn't discard a card, break it. So forcing a discard, 5 costs, 6k. I don't know. Seems like a card that you want to mot. Lorenzo. It's a Earth Dragoon. I think I tried this card a couple times. Did not do too well. But it's an okay card. I mean, attacks until end of turn, double its power and gains. When he deals damage to your opponent, choose a character or break zone, add it to your hand. Does not activate during your next active phase. So it's kind of, I don't know, not great. If you can find a way to activate him, you probably won't, because you'll probably want to play this in a Earth Lightning deck, just because most of the Dragoons are in Lightning. So, yeah. You'll get the haste with like a Barbara on board, so, you'll get some value out of that, or maybe a lot of value, actually. Not too sure. But, well, what else are you going to put in a Earth Lightning Dragoon deck? I have no idea. It's mostly going to be, but just Lightning Dragoon stuff. Freya's, come on. Come on, let's put this guy into focus. He's also a Dragoon, if you can't tell by the blur. Alright, there we go. Okay, I guess I won't put it up so close to the camera then. Yeah, so we have this Dragoon. Sorry about the glare there. Now it's unfocusing. Great. I'm never gonna win with this camera. Alright, you know what? It's okay. You guys get the picture. This is a backup Dragoon. Standard unit. It does the same thing as the Monk one. But, if it's a Lightning Forward of cost 3 or less, you play it. Very good in Dragoon deck. It's, solid. We have this Foil Knight. It's a backup. Tap it, put it in a break zone, choose active forward, deal 4k. If you've received, 8 point of damage this turn, deal it 8k damage. It's kind of okay. Prish. One of my favorite cards that I don't really play too much just because there are better pushes now. Um, but yeah, it's like this one's okay. It's like enters or attacks, choose a forward. She fights with that forward uh, on your opponent's side, and then you can discard a card to increase her by 2K power. And if the discarded card is herself or another first card of some kind, it's actually plus 4K instead. Damage 5 gains plus 2, so she can become a K, possibly a 10K if you discard a card, or you could just discard a bunch of cards and she's just super big and will always win out. It's a 3 CP, yeah. So I don't know. I like it. It's a legend. I don't know how to make her good though, unless you put her in like just a oops all prish kind of deck. Then maybe maybe you could do some of that. Uh, Here's an Amber Bahamut. Can we get this one? Yes, yeah, kind of. All right, cool. Yeah, so there's like three kinds of these like winged chaos job Bahamuts. They're forwards. They synergize with each other. I tried to build a Bahamut deck way back when, just because a new player in my locals way back when um, played with these Bahamuts, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's like I'll join you. It's like I'll build my own too, and yeah, let's pin these Bahamuts, at each other's throats. So I don't know, it's kind of cool, fun to try out as like maybe a popper, just a fun deck, just to mess around with. I wouldn't say it's like super competitive or anything, but it's all right. All right, here's the other chaos card. So Marilith, it's at fire. It's got first strike, 9K, 5 point of damage. You can pay 1 fire CP. When you do so, play her on the field dull. Yeah, it triggers while she's in the break zone. So it's an interesting card. Just try to trick a body in. LSA Science enters the field. Chooses for the other than LSA in your break zone, add it to your hand. Damage 3 enters the field. Choose a job sign. It's basically doing the same thing. And just yeah, get all the cards from the break zone. You get 2 if you're at damage 3. So kind of nice. All right, what else we got here? So maybe I should just like break this into like I don't know 3 different videos or something because there's a lot of cards to go through here. We have this Aresia Al Rashia. She enters the field, choose a forward, break it, 6 costs, 5K. Expensive for what it does, and it's probably not going to live through any amounts, that's for sure. So, risky play. It's a comment. Miranda, she's got an S, costs the S and 1 water CP. She's a 4 deal. It doesn't damage for each card in your hand. Is this focusing still, guys? I don't know. Okay, that looks a little better. 8K, cool. I don't know, man. It's a red mage. There isn't really anything special about it. If you're playing a FFTCG as a deck, maybe it's okay. I don't know. For the most part, it just seems like a vanilla card to me. Andoria enters the field, chooses a forward. You control 2 or more forwards, put in the bottom of the owner's deck. It's alright, it's a 4 cost backup. Does okay stuff if you're doing like weird, I guess, removal type of stuff that doesn't require breaking them. This is an option. You know, could be cool. I don't know. We have this ice monster, Caloutodon. It's a Armilodon from category 13. Enters the field, chooses a forward, dull it, and then it's got an action ability. Basically, just break a dull forward with its action ability. Um, yeah, it's all right. I mean, for 1 CP and then like pay additional 4 and break it. Uh, not terrible. I don't think. A 1 CP dull forward. Yeah, actually, that actually sounds really good. Um, Very affordable, cheap. Um, if you want to try to get that last point of damage. Seeing this guy instead of playing Gully, and not so great Corilla. If you control a water forward other than Corilla, Corilla gains 1,000 power. If you control a not job Knight for it other than Krilla gains 1,000 power. So you get to play Beatrix, it'll get both effects. You can play, I don't know, what else is in water that's a Knight. So we got Agrius. Yeah, I can't really think of anything top of my head, but hey, a Water Knights deck could be a thing. No, it's not. You do the whole like Ramzik, 5 cost Krilla, and Lasmo. You're good. Ooh, look at that, the Zemus. Full art starter card. I actually was playing against someone that was playing the starter decks from this set. It's the what CISO versus Gomez deck. Oh yeah, we're sorry. It's kind of skipping this Seeping Bree. It's a flan of some kind. Buffs 2k, give Brave. Does 2k for each backup you control for its action ability. Is okay. But this guy, let's go back to this guy. All right, he's okay. He's very expensive for what he does. You're basically just removing the top cards of your deck in order to try to, break it forward through by damage. Um, Not great. Or you could just straight up remove it too. I mean, sacking your top 15 cards, milling them, removing them. Um, I don't know, high risk, high reward. You know what I'm saying? May not be the greatest thing, but hey, it's fun in the 2 player starter deck. Um, yeah, my opponent, he's a new player in our locals. Good guy. Um, had a lot of fun playing the Zemus, and yeah, it's it's a fun mechanic to have as a starter deck. Um, yeah, so try it out in your, I don't know, CISO versus Gomez 2 player starter pack deck. He's in there, and see how well works for you guys. Where are my sleeves? Let me go grab some real quick. Uh, right. So yeah, it's a decent card. I mean, it's fun to try out in a Category 4 deck, maybe. I don't really remember the story behind it. Zemus. This looks like it's just like alternate form, but it's a very cool looking card. Like unique artwork. It's solid here. Let me do a close up of that. Yeah, yeah. Not a viable card, but hey, it's a unique card. You don't see a lot of those cards in these sets. Red Mage. This is a solid Lenny card. It's kind of funny. When you think of Red Mage, I don't even think of like putting it into like the lightning archetype. But yeah, it can break a 4 cost or less if you pay the additional cost here of 1 lightning CP and 1 other CP of any kind. Yeah, it's great. Can get haste at damage 3, or give something else haste. Sorry, at damage 3 and 1k. So yeah, it's a fun niche card to try out. We got Makis, the Phantasm. I have no idea what this is. I never played FFTA2, so he's a character in that, and he does things. He's a ninja in a dual horn job, and yeah, opponent force enters the field dull, so forces your opponents force to be dull when they enter, which could be great in combination with Gintiana maybe, so that they don't get their effects when they enter. Um, yeah, or yeah, ice water deck. It's interesting. It's a very interesting card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you could cancel that too. I mean, he's got an on entry effect, so you can mot him before like he does any of that crazy stuff. Choose a job dual horn or dual horn in your break zone. You may pay X if its cost is X. Play it onto the field. So he's got an interesting on entry ability. I don't know what other dual horns are there in this set, but I'm sure there are others. There's this Titan. He's pretty cool. You know, choose a 4 to 5 cost or more. Deal it 9,000 damage or all your forwards gains +5 until the end of turn. It's not bad, you need big beefy guys to like make that last swing. Hey, this guy's got you. We have this Xenos. Play a character for 4 costs from your hand onto the field, and then when he attacks, all the forwards gain 2k. Um, yeah, I don't hate this card. It's pretty solid. Does things on swing. He'll survive Animat, and you can play 4 costs for free. Yeah, I don't see why this guy doesn't see more play. It's not bad. All right. Yeah, 4th of July, did a lot of crazy fun stuff. Or I wouldn't say crazy, but played a little Riftbound too with some friends. And so, trying out other card games here. Not going to be buying any of the boosters, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So we have this Time Age, we have Mott. This Mott's okay. There are better Motts that'll give you like more search values and type of stuff. This is just something to make as a, I guess, strong blocker or hard blocker to deal with. And then we have this 2 CP Archer. We have a 4-cost forward Rickard. I think the backup lightning backup is better. We have Elf, great for avalanche decks. Trying to filter through your deck to search for your avalanche ops and play them, and then you can just color fix yourself here. Don't hate it. It's got EX. I don't think I ever used the EX, but when I play this, I definitely discard one and then get another avalanche op and just play onto the field. So it's a great card for that, I would say. But EX doesn't feel too great. Harley, 2-cost backup, what ifs, has an ability, tap, break it. Each player discards a card. At the end of the turn, each player draws a card. You can only use this ability during your turn. So, forced discard, but everyone benefits. It's okay. I mean, there are better cards where you can just benefit yourself and then screw your opponent. When a character is put from the field into the break zone, Lyrt gains 2k until end of turn. So this Lyrte, I don't know. Bearfax VS, probably War of Divisions. Yeah, it says right there. 4-cost CP. Yep. I do like the artwork for Wars of Division. It's very nice. We have a foil Xenos. We know what he does. We have this Umaro. Once per turn, Umaro must attack if possible. There's the field. If you control 4 or less category 6 characters, your opponent discards a card, right? Or is it the opposite? Or it's like you gotta discard. I think you gotta discard. Yeah, I don't know, man. Eek. Seems kind of rough. So he's basically just a 4-cost, essentially. 4-cost, always have to swing in. He's a 9k body though, so you tell me if this is good. And then he's got a tap, put in break zone ability. Your opponent discards 2 cards. Okay. Okay. His ability is not too bad. It's well, he's like a cheap 7-cost Sephiroth, basically. But you only get that effect, if you can either give him haste or wait a turn. Checkable. 1-cost checkable. Read the top 3 cards of your deck. Get a character among them from your hand or to your hand, and return the others to the bottom of the deck. Yep. Solid mono wind. This is a rare, right? Oh, Umaro's a hero. We'll just put him over there. And then we have Garnet Bahamut, and we have Exion, a great 2-cost killer or 3-cost killer. You hate Axstar and his 3-cost friends. Well, this guy's got your back. So it's a good card. I'm surprised not that many people are running mono lightning decks right now. It's pretty much a good time to be playing that. I mean, there is Army of One, but that's just a Army of One deck. Not a mono lightning deck, really. I mean, you can, but I don't know. So we've seen a lot of these comments already. We have this Cardian. got Ursula again. Ah! Oh, it's Mystic Knight. Backup. A lot of these category 5 backups here. Dragoons. So, video got kind of scuffed just now. You won't know the difference because you're hearing this like right after I got cut off. But I've been spending about a good 20 minutes trying to fix this. So sorry about that. Why am I apologizing? Honestly. Anyways, we have the Dragoon here. It's a foil. It's a backup. Uh, does the same thing as what the monk does. Basically, just plays a standard unit forward, but it does it for lightning forwards. And if it's a 3 cost or less lightning forward, then you play it onto the field. So great for Dragoon decks or any deck that uses standard unit forwards. So solid card. Um, Here is an Alphino. Yeah, enters the field, draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Pretty decent. 7K, not so great for a 4 cost. But if you're trying to make a I guess a popper Scion deck in this set, you can. I mean, there is the Alisei that we saw earlier, and yeah, it's like maybe that's something that's worth building and putting together for I think for new players that are trying to get into the game. So I think this will be fun to build. Try to make it work. Like how I'm trying to like make this camera function again. Focus, please, please, thank you. So yeah, it's a nice looking card too. Great art, and we have this Duke Snake Heart, FFTA2, back attack, 2 cost, 5K. When it blocks, break this, and any forward that's blocking this. So hey, easy removal. It just costs 2 CP. Don't hate it. Let's see. This is a rare. Another Yagiri. Great. Because my camera was acting up, I think I'll just end it after we do the stack of cards, and then I'll just make another video for the other 2. So, just divide this into a 3-parter. Doesn't sound too bad, right? I mean, gives you more content, and then we're just gonna, open some Rebellion's Call for a good couple weeks, or I don't know. I mean, if I'm still doing like videos every couple days, then you'll probably see this whole set within a week, if anything. I do have other Pokemon products specifically lined up, so you'll definitely catch those too. Uh, so yeah. Oh, Legendary Turk. The only Turk that isn't really doing much or seeing play really. Unfortunate, but yeah, that's how it is. And then we have a Gotetsu, one of the samurais that I've been looking for. We're looking for copies of. So there, we got one for myself. Because I was, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I created a samurai deck for a new player at our locals, and yeah, he seemed to be enjoying the deck or just having fun just playing Final Fantasy because he's a Final Fantasy uh, fan, just like the rest of us. So yeah, um, maybe I'll just make more samurai decks for new players too, because they're viable. At least I think they're viable. Come on. Anyways, yeah. So gonna finish this stack, and then I'll start up another video. You'll see that in probably a couple days after this one. Just because, or I might just like um, divide it into like weird stacks. Oh, here's another starter card, starter Rydia foil, pretty cool. Veneria Finis. I have no idea who this is, but it's a War of the Visions card. Requires it's reduced cost for every crystal you have, so it could be free. We got 2 crystals. Pretty solid. And it's got haste attacks. You can pay a crystal, all forwards, the opponent controls loses 5,000. So not too terrible. It's an interesting card to be playing. And then we have Kraken and the Water Chaos forward here. It's got EX Burst, does draw discard on attack, and then has an ability. Basically, you just play from the break zone. And then Fujito, a weird FF7 card from before Crisis. I have no idea who this guy is, but I don't know. He does stuff. You can read it right now here. Hopefully, as long as it's not blurred. Yeah, that looks pretty focused. Or focused enough. There we go. And then we have the Night Dancer. Yeah, another FFTA2 card. We'll put these over here in the rare pile. So we got 4 packs left for this video. We put some pretty cool stuff, some starter cards. This full art Zemus. I believe we'll probably run into like one more full art card. There's this brown. He's not bad. I think he's pretty okay actually. I should be using this for one of my decks. Um, I'll keep this in mind. I'll just leave this off to the side just so I have easy access to it. Here's this blue mage again. We got a king. Maybe build a Pauper Cadets deck would be good. You know, if you have a lot of bulk, highly recommend building. Try to build some fun Pauper decks for new players because they probably won't have access to any full arts, or heroes or legends. Maybe the heroes. Put some in if you have those in bulk, and yeah, put some decks readily available for new players to check out the scene and try out the game. Highly recommend it. It'll help the community build up a larger community for your locals. Hopefully. Ooh, this is a nice Penelope card. Look at that art. It's like Worth Visions art, maybe, or I don't know. I think it's just straight up from TA2, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, I think it's a good card too. I believe. At the end of a turn, deal 1,000 damage for each card you have cast this turn to all the force opponent controls. It's like a slower Luso, or it could combo with Luso. And then you could do an active job dancer or card name dancer other than Penelo. Choose one for the power becomes 4,000 until end of turn. Oh, honestly, hey, it's not a terrible card. Combo this with Luso. Turn it forward into a 4K. Make it easier to kill. And then do some kind of crazy board wipe. Doesn't sound too shabby. Oh, here's another dual horn character. So come with us with the other dual horn, and there might be a interesting tribal deck here. Maybe. Kind of doubt it, but hey, try it out. Oh yeah, the Night Dancer's a dual horn as well, a Trickster dual horn. So yeah, you got a bunch of different options. And then we have this Bahamut here. Oops, we should put Penelope over here. And this Bahamut, I like using this Bahamut in Pauper decks for new players. So yeah, it's just good removal. Choose 2 forwards, divide 10,000 damage among those 2 forwards, and if you have 5 points of damage, divide 15,000. It's pretty good. Could win you games here. All right. So we got these super soldiers. If you're ever doing like a pre-release, I doubt anyone would do a pre-release of this set here, Opus 17, because it's so old. But you could come up with some pretty interesting stuff. I think Jeff Curran from the FF Crystarium site and team probably still has a pre-release review of the set. Go check it out. It's probably around somewhere on the Crystarium website. So check those out. And then we've seen a lot of these comments now at this point. Here's a 1 cost orc monster, enters the field, choose a damage forward, break it, cheap removal. Just play this on main phase 2 after swinging in, and then like sack a dude. That way there's damage on a forward, and then so you could just easily just break that forward. Not a terrible idea. Gordon enters the field, draw a card, then discard a card. And then when it enters, you can pay 1 water CP. When you do so, draw a card. So just like draw 2, discard 1 effect, more or less. Worded in a different way. Then we have the Scholar here, standard unit, category 11. Enters the field, pay 1 ice CP. When you do so, your opponent randomly discards a card. Not bad, don't hate it. It's a 2 cost. It's very, it's but very cost efficient, I would say. Forcing your opponent to lose a card, and then you're just playing this for 2, and then you pay 1 more off of that. Yeah, it's pretty good for like a standard unit. Like this is a hero, my god. And then we have Fujito. We have the Shiva. I don't know if the Shiva's good. I think I've recently saw it played in my locos. Oh, just for the heck of it, I think. Choose a Del forward if it costs 2 or less. Break it. Your opponent discards a card. Okay, not terrible. Don't hate it. Or choose 1 forward if it deals damage to other than battle damage to a forward this turn. The damage becomes 0 instead. I'm like, all right, you can do some protection type of stuff here. So it can play defensively or offensively. Here's a Cisne, old OG Cisne. Yeah, both Legendary Turk and Cisne were first introduced in the game with this set, so it's not terrible. This Cisne is actually pretty okay. You discard a card when she enters. You choose a forward, and it does 1,000 damage for each CP that card that you discarded costs. So it's pretty good removal. And then if it's a Turk, also do an additional 5k. So you can probably like kill something big with this thing. And it's 2 CP members of the Turk or Turks. So it's cheap to play, on color. You get your starter Rude triggers or starter Reno triggers if you wanted. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. So I know this video is running pretty long, but hopefully it's good nightly content for those that do watch this. Shout out to Lee and Derek, and shout out to my buddy Charles who found my channel through a bet that I had with him. So I told him that told a couple of my locals, telling them that if they could find my channel on their own, I would give them a Final or Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Universes Beyond collector booster pack. And yeah, Charles and we shook hands, and he found it within like a few minutes. It was great. I'm like, oh yeah, he knew what he was doing. Good job, man. Missia is like he has yeah, Charles is moving or has moved back to his hometown, so yeah, gonna miss him at our locos moving forward. So yeah, but definitely we'll see him at Materia Cups when they happen, if I do go out and venture off to other Materia Cups outside of the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, and oh, this goblin's pretty solid. Yeah, I forgot he's in Opus 17. I thought he was in like an older version than 17, but it's good. Anyways, yeah, get him Mr. Strauss. He's a great Magisa player, Mono Fire player, and yeah, just overall a great yeah, Final Fantasy TCG player. So yeah, hope he does well and create a great community over in his hometown. So yeah, best of luck to him. Ooh, we got this Emperor Legend. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. It does a lot. Do I really want to read through this? if if a Palamisia counter is placed on the Emperor gains. The Emperor is dealt damage. Remove 1 Palamisia counter from the Emperor and the damage becomes 0 instead. When it enters, you can search up to 2 card names of the Emperor and remove them from the game, then draw 1 and place 1 Palamisia counter on the Emperor for each card you remove due to this ability. That's a lot of words for something so simple. Basically, on entry, you get 2 other Emperors, remove them from the game, and then you draw and you place a counter on this guy for each card that what you removed due to this ability. And then, yeah, you can use those counters to basically just make him like not receive any damage. Yeah, that was that was a lot of text, unnecessary, like you know, junk. Just simplify it. Oh, Ramada, great card. Actually, I like this one a lot. It's just bounce it forward and get a crystal. It's great for a crystal deck right now if you're trying to do like I don't know ice water crystals with the Kuja. That's running rapid at the moment. Solid card. We have that Luso that I was mentioning. Combo with the Pinello. It'd be pretty good. No wonder they're like both in the same set. So you could definitely do high casting stuff for cheap. Ramp and yeah, do a board wipe move. So it's a good card. Still very viable for a lot of people, but not enough. I feel like there's not enough that'll allow the damage to go through with cards like Yuzuki on the field. So, Mono Win kind of has a tough time against, those fire decks. And then we have Lich here. Alright. Last pack for this video. Running long, I know. And yeah, I think like running these videos long or recording them long tends to cause, I guess, my camera to get all janky and then like cut off like it did earlier. Again, you probably won't notice that, but I did for sure. All right, we have all right, foil Sabin here. This is a great Sabin compass with Egger. Ooh, hopefully we could get an Egger in these other stacks here. That'd be great, because I could definitely use more. Those are great cards. And playing category 6, not super competitive right now, but it's a fun deck to play, try out. And I know there are a lot of category 6 fans out there, so being able to play Sabin and Egger and just doing specials for free essentially, and just taking out AKs or just being able to swing in with plus 2k forwards, pretty solid. Great card. Yeah, I'm happy I got a foil of this. Hopefully, we'll run into a full art. Maybe. We'll see. We have a Samurai, 3 costs, a standard unit. Kill stuff if you pay an additional cost of 1 fire CP and a regular CP of any color. And then gets a buff and brave at damage 3. So, pretty okay. Definitely an additional buff would be nice. On top of that, just so I can get around, again, Amaterasu. Hurdy, this Hurdy's solid, honestly. Graded fire ice decks. And then you could just play fire or ice forward of 5 costs or less for free with its action ability. I like it. We have Owen. Ooh, this is actually a hero. Crazy. So we have not Owen. He's also a samurai. Enlightening of all colors. Okay. During each turn, when O is chosen by your opponent's summons or abilities for the first time in the turn, cancel its effect. I mean, sounds pretty good. Doesn't seem too terrible. Yeah, but I mean, they probably won't ever choose him. Just because of that reason, or they will. I mean, he's not too big of a threat. He's a crystal generator 2 on entry, and yeah, and here's Mont Blanc to go with the Hurdy. I mean, they're both rares. Look at that. I mean, they're a good combination. So, highly recommend playing these two if you're doing some kind of fire ice deck, because it'll color fix you, no problem. At least Mont Blanc will color fix you by looking for Hurdy. And then you get 2 solid backups easily. And this sure, he's a card. All right, so we got some decent hits. I got some pretty okay foils. This checkable foil was pretty solid. Starter Rydia, not bad. Savin's like the best hit, honestly, in my opinion. And yeah, we have the Setzer. I don't even think I have like a full set of this, so being able to pull this, great for me. I can complete that now. And then we got this Zemus full art here that we pulled, and yeah, it's just nice to put it in the binder of full arts. So, all right, I guess that's it for tonight. Ran into like what a 50-minute video.